This is going to be your weekly soulmate, twin flame, deep soul connections reading. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the connection between you and your person. And more specifically, we're going to have a conversation about what both of you are thinking and feeling, and even what's next. You know, what are the next steps that are wanted in your energies? So as I'm filming this, it is Friday, it's the end of the week, and my, oh my, it has been quite the intensity. You know, we had a new moon in Leo recently. We had Lionsgate portal yesterday, which was absolutely incredible. So many energies coming through about manifestation and going to the next level. So we're going to see how this all plays out in your connection right now. Now, also keep in mind, we are going through Mercury retrograde, so that is a time of miscommunications and people popping up from the past or being tested in so many ways. So let's see what's going on here in the overall themes or messages. And we have baby steps. Involving children or taking time to know each other. This is about beginning something new. Excuse me. This could also be some family matters. So very interesting. I mean, babies in general are about birthing something new. It doesn't literally have to mean having a child, but it can if that's something that is in your energy. Let's take a look at another overall theme and message. And we have here sacred plan. Wow. I mean, kind of interesting that this is popping up because I did have a conversation this morning with someone about the idea of children and planning and sometimes how we stress about things. And again, this doesn't have to be about fertility or about actually having a child or planning to have a child. It can be about the fact that sometimes we have to let things unfold naturally, you know, and take baby steps and let things take their course. That's why I always talk about trusting the process, not trying to control everything, because once we try to control everything, then it's like we get in our own way. And, you know, I would just say an analogy to this from a family planning standpoint would be kind of when we're trying to plan fertility, ovulation, the best dates, you know, to get together, if you know what I mean. Sometimes, you know, those are great intentions, but at the same time, it can be trying to plan too much or, you know, control the situation. And so I think that this overall message here really is let things unfold naturally. There's a divine plan. There's a sacred plan for all of us. And the third message here says, please be patient with me. Interesting. There you go. Patience. Baby steps, right? Okay, so let's get into the conversation and see what we need to know. Now it's up to you to decide which side, you know, you would like to identify with. Maybe even both sides identify with you. It's okay to swap sides if it makes more sense, okay? We're going to take a look at what's going on in your headspace, okay? What are you thinking about right now? What would you like to communicate in regards to your thoughts? And we have here Ace of Wands, a spark, a passionate new beginning. I mean, look at this sort of baby energy right here, right? This egg hatching. It's like this new passion or new stage is starting. And let's see what else you're thinking about, what you want to communicate. Two of Swords. You're thinking about a decision, okay, of something new here. Okay. Now, let me grab a different tarot deck to get some messages for your person. What's in their headspace right now? What would they like to tell you? What's on their mind? And we have here the Three of Pentacles, collaboration, working together. This is about going to the next level. You know, obviously you've got to work together to keep the relationship thriving. And the Chariot is all about moving forward and victory. Okay, so far I'm really liking this energy. Let's look at what's going on in your heart space. What are you feeling that you would like to communicate? Well, Four of Wands, 11-11, you feel sparked. You feel a brand new beginning. I mean, this idea of baby energy, you know, 11-11 is brand new beginnings. Anything with ones is new, right? Four of Wands is celebration. It's union. It's ascension. It can even be considered a twin flame number. I'm trying to say two things at once. Twin flame number, if you use that label. It's also stability, right? That's why it looks like an altar or even like 4 legs of a table. So you're feeling in your heart that you're sparked and ready for a new beginning. And the 3 of Wands, very interesting that you have the 3 and the 4. I'll tell you what it is. It's like you want the new beginning, you're excited about it, but you're also afraid to make the move. Like there could be some hesitation, and not hesitation because you lack feelings for this person. It's that there's never a right time to put your heart out there, you know? That's always the fear. Like, should I, shouldn't I? Can I trust this? Can I have this, you know? In your person's heart space, what are they feeling that they want to communicate? The star is healing and blessings and wishes coming true, which is so lovely. You know, this is almost like putting the energy or the wishes or the intentions out into the universe, you know, as in going through the healing process. And let's see, with that, we have, okay, the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man energy is this neither nor. And I've been seeing this card come up a lot. I would say to you that in the overall energies that I've been experiencing in sessions recently, or just my general vibe, you know, that I've been picking up, it almost feels like we're in a bit of no man's land at the moment. You know, July flew by so quickly, and we're not quite in September yet, but it feels like we're on the brink of something. You know, we're very close to a new eclipse season coming very soon. September is going to be really, really interesting. I mean, we think we're on this roller coaster right now. I'm not saying it's going to be bad in September. I don't think that at all. I actually think we're going to work through a lot of the things that we're experiencing right now. But there's like a whole new set of vibes coming in. And that's why people are feeling anxious, or they're feeling like, oh, I feel this brewing again and I don't know what it is. But I want to remind you that the year has flown by very, very quickly. It's almost like, holy smokes, like where did the last 8 months go? We were just talking about new intentions for 2024. And now I kind of feel like we're going back to school, no pun intended, because school is starting to be back in session, you know, and the fall, we're tying things up, you know, the leaves are going to be falling. Depends on where you live in the world, obviously. But we're kind of like getting to the point of finishing out the year, and there are things that we still need to do. So I think there's a bit of anticipation or anxiety about like, oh my gosh, what do I need to do? What's next? You know? And look, even if there is Hanged Man energy, which is like neither nor, feeling a bit in limbo, it's okay because there's an intention for healing here. Like the cards are really positive cards so far. I don't think that a little bit of a pause is a bad thing. You know, if somebody needs time, I mean, look, please be patient with me. And it's right in line with this right here. Very interesting. Okay, let's take a look at what you're thinking about for the next steps. Like, what are you wanting for next steps based on these thoughts and feelings? Oh, you want to put down the burdens. You might be feeling mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally exhausted and kind of just over the old stuff and wanting the new, right? That's why I was asked, like with the decision card here, the 2 of Swords, are you in the old? Are you in the new? And with that, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so kind of interesting energy. I just finished saying to you how, you know, these cards feel very positive, and they do. I don't think that there's any issue with this general vibe in the head and the heart. But for whatever reason, when it comes to next steps, I think there is conflict because it's like, well, should I, shouldn't I? Can I have this? Can I really have this? And that's kind of the sitting on the sidelines. Notice, it's funny how this happens, you know, just to give another point of view here. Just looking at the columns even. I mean, we're looking head, heart. But like, if you look at it this way, decision making, sitting on the sidelines, conflicted about it. Okay? There's a spark. There's a passionate new beginning. Look at this. New beginnings, 1111. Wow, beautiful angel number. But then it's like, in order to have the new, you've got to let go of the burdens. You have to let go of the old story. Now I'm really curious to see what the next 2 cards are here for like next steps of your person. You know, what are they wanting to communicate as next steps? The Lovers. In this particular depiction, it also shows self-love. in order to have union with another person, you've got to have that self-love for yourself. But that's really beautiful because the Lover's card is a deep soul connection. It can be a decision in love. The Eight of Wands, manifestation, communication, shooting your shot. But I also want to hit something home again. And the card up here that says, please be patient with me, always remember that patience is not waiting. I have to repeat this very frequently because I think people have it in their mind that being patient means that I'm just waiting. I'm just sitting back and I'm doing nothing. I'm twiddling my thumbs and I'm just waiting. And people get so tired, you know, and they say, my gosh, how much more patient can I be? I've been patient for years. I've been doing this, and this. And please take no offense when I say this, but that kind of energy tells you a lot. It means that there's this anger about staying stuck because that's waiting energy. That's trying to control things. Patience is when you're trusting the process, you're living your life, you're allowing things to unfold naturally. You know, the sacred plan is in order and everything is just, you know, happening as it should. Baby steps means you're taking baby steps. It means you're patient to watch how things unfold. Pregnancy does not happen overnight. That baby arrives when it's meant to arrive. It takes approximately 9 months. There's nothing you can do to really change that. It's like gardening, as I always say. You can't go busting out the miracle grow. You can't think that that wheelbarrow of manure is going to make a difference overnight. You're not going to have fruit on the trees tomorrow, flowers, you know, within a week. It takes time. The roots have to grow beneath the surface in order to get better. Okay? Now, let me just take some oracle cards here and clarify. Oh, I have a kitty meow in the background. I have a very relentless kitty cat who is trying to get into this reading. Okay, Pandy, I love you, but you need to stop knocking the table. Let's go back to your headspace for a second here. Let's just take an oracle card to sort of clarify the decision and the passionate new beginning. Yeah, the Empress, birthing a whole new cycle. Absolutely. Venus, self-worth, self-value, self-respect. So you're wanting to feel good in your own skin. And your person's headspace, look at this, collaboration and working together and victory, right? Movement. This is about peace and harmony and effective communication. So in their headspace, you know, they're wanting to communicate effectively. There's maybe a feeling of being in tune with each other. Now in your heart space, okay, 3 and 4 of Wands. Well, okay, so you're thinking about a masculine energy, or you may have to be aware of your own masculine and feminine energies, but we should always be aware of them, because be mindful that you're not overgiving, overdoing, and problem solving and pushing this all too quickly. Like if for example, a person is saying to you, please be patient with me, and you're going, yeah, but this, yeah, but that, but I love you, and it's trying to convince and solve and whatever, then it's going to keep things stuck longer. You wait longer, you know? So this is just saying be mindful. This could very well just be that you have a masculine person energy in your heart. But in general, masculine energy is moving forward. Use the masculine energy for your personal growth and evolution. If you're sitting on the sidelines about your career, about self-development, there's never a right time. Make the moves. That's okay. If it's about a relationship, don't chase. Now, in your person's heart space here, the Lovers again. Oh my goodness. Okay. The Lovers, twice now. Gemini energy. Mercury, communication, and love. Okay, let's look at these next steps now. Let's look at these next steps. Oops, there we go. See, there was the obstacle. I told you. So on your side, there's this should I, shouldn't I, the burdens, and there's an obstacle. Now, what's the obstacle? Is it external? Like, is it something beyond your control, or are you getting in your own way? Valid question. In your person's next steps, you're on the right track. Steady forward movement. Go the distance. On track, see? I think you might be more worried than this energy over here. I think you're anxious right now because you have a decision about what is new in your life. You've got to make the moves for yourself, not chasing anyone, as I said, but you've got to make some moves for you. But you're conflicted about what happens if I make those moves. Now that I'm talking this through, let me just give you some last bit of thought. And that is, for whatever reason, you might be afraid that if you keep pushing yourself forward, that your person will forget about you, or that there will be a greater distance between you. And I want to remind you that you're never going to lose what's meant for you. There's never anything wrong with working on yourself, pushing yourself forward. Personal growth and evolution is number one, more than the relationship. Because when you bring your best, it attracts better, right? If you hold yourself back and you're stagnant, then that's what you're attracting in your connection and around you. So I don't think that that's something necessarily that we want. You know, the comfort zone is not so comfortable, as I always say. So let's take a power of surrender card on each side just to see what each of you need to know. What do you need to surrender or surrender to? See, surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Exactly. Focus on you. You're not going to lose what's meant for you. On your person side, we have surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. And I think that's what they're trying to do. The Chariot, moving forward, upgrade to the current situation, healing. Yes, there's a bit of a hangman energy there, but for the most part, there's decisions here to manifest and make some moves. I really hope this resonates with you. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscribes. It means the world to me. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in my bio. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.